Hello everybody, my name is Nahas Mohammed and I work as a technology advisor at Microsoft. What I'd like to talk to you about in this small slot is about a concept that is quite popular and a big buzzword in the industry today, which is around interoperability. Now, today we live in a world of choices from hardware, software, from multiple vendors providing solutions for customers. Now, this is a big benefit for customers because they can actually go ahead and buy solutions that actually on various technology stacks and actually get them installed in their infrastructure. Over a period of time, what happens is that unintentionally, all environments start becoming heterogeneous. Though this is a good thing for as long as their LOB applications continue to work, what happens is that it becomes a huge challenge when you actually have to have these various solution stacks or technology stacks for that matter to start talking to each other. That is where interoperability comes into play. And it is important for customers because it gives them an option to choose on which technology stack they can build their on whatever technology stack they want to actually implement the solution. They're not tied to a particular technology stack. So this is good for customers because they have the choice to choose whatever technology stack that they want. These customers actually go out and talk to partners to actually go ahead and implement their LOB application. So partners, this is important because this is an opportunity. Partners can create this as a differentiating factor, saying that my solution works on any technology stack. Because at the end of the day, you as a partner or you as an IT solution provider, you do not control the customer's environment. You need to cater to the customer's environment. So this building your solution on multiple stacks or making it capable to run on multiple stacks, it's a huge opportunity for partners such as yourself. Let's take IT managers for a minute there. Now, when you as an IT manager, one of your primary roles is to ensure that you keep your costs under control. For this, when you get requests that you need to implement a new LOB application, it is very important for you to ensure that you do not have to incur new cost in terms of hardware or software of that sort. So if the solution is interoperable, you will look for partners whose applications will actually work on the stack that you have, because that automatically saves you cost. So this is a huge benefit for IT managers. For developers, this is important because you as a developer, you can actually go ahead and build solutions, or rather when you start actually building solutions, architect it and think about the fact that your solution has to work on multiple platforms. You need to think about this upfront. So it's important to you as a developer also. Now, again, for you to be able to do this, the first thing that is required is that you need to be aware of various interoperability offerings that the particular technology stack has. It could be any technology stack for that matter, but being aware is important because only then can you ensure that your application will actually work on other stacks. Like I said, you might not actually control your customer's environment, but it's good to know that my solution will actually work on any of these technology stacks. For which reason, you have to be aware what are the various offerings that these technology stacks have in terms of interoperability. To summarize once again, so let's take customers first. It's important for customers because they can, if they have a heterogeneous environment, which is what reality is. In most environments, you'll rarely find any customer which is deep entrenched or completely invested on one technology stack. This is reality, and we do acknowledge that, we do respect that. So the fact that technology stacks are interoperable is important to customers because customers can now leverage their existing infrastructure when they actually start implementing new LOB applications. It's important for IT managers because you can actually keep your costs low because you can, instead of reinvesting in new capital expenses like hardware, software, you can actually implement applications on your existing stack. So interoperability is important there. Important for developers. One, it's an opportunity for you. When you start architecting your solutions, you need to think about the fact that my solution has to work on any customer environment because you do not control your customer's environment. You ensure that you pick a technology stack that is actually interoperable with other stacks, as well as the solution is actually interoperable with other particular stacks. Now, if you're wondering as to why Microsoft is talking about interoperability, we do acknowledge that we've not been seen as a great, fairly open organization, but that's actually not the case. We've actually been interop aware, so to speak, for quite some time now, which is why we actually build these interop tenants right into the core of the product. We work with open source communities, we work with competitors to actually try and create an environment where we both can coexist in any environment, because that is reality. When heterogeneous environment is what reality is all about. We work with open source communities, we work with competitors actually in trying and ensuring that our actually technology stacks interoperate with each other. to quote a few examples, we work with Soyatech partnered with Soyatech to actually build plugins into Eclipse so that you can actually use Eclipse to build applications on Silverlight, our flagship RIA platform to build solutions. You can actually use Eclipse now to build Silverlight applications. PHP today is actually treated as a first-class citizen on IIS, which means that you can actually take your existing PHP app and just put it right onto Windows and running IIS, and your application will run with the same power and features that you had on other stacks. So we treat PHP as a first-class citizen, and it's no longer that it's like an add-on or something. It's a first-class citizen, and we have tools to actually set up the platform for you. We have something called Web PI, where you can actually go ahead and just select that you need to set up PHP on your machine, and it comes and installs and configures the entire platform for you. You don't have to actually go ahead and configure this individually. You just select. There's a nice little tool there. Go to Microsoft.com/web. There's something called a web platform installer. Install that. It just sets up the entire platform for you. You don't have to install and download everything all over again. For those of you who are actually working on heard about our Azure cloud computing platform, Azure, we have actually an SDK that you can actually start hosting your PHP apps on the cloud on the Azure platform. So we've done quite a bit. In fact, if you want to go check out what are the various offerings you have, I would encourage you guys to go check out codeplex.com. All our projects in terms of open source projects are actually hosted out there. So go take a look and you'll get an entire comprehensive list of that we're working on. In addition, another site I would definitely encourage you to go and check out is interoperabilitybridges.com. I know it's a kind of mouthful, but if you type in interoperability bridges, you'll probably get the entire coverage of the stuff that we're doing across the stack in terms of what we have to offer on the interop stack. Thank you for your time. I really hope this was informative.